welcome back to SCV Today, and as we were talking about in our last segment, this weekend is the Vine to Wine Classic. And Tami and I have been honored.
Very honored.
Very honored. I mean, truly, to be selected by Ray Tippet. Let's bring in Ray Tippet and Jeff Jacobson, both from Circle of Hope. Ray is executive director at Circle of Hope. Jeff has got a massive wine cellar. And so wine experienced like crazy. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. But more importantly, you have brought this bottle of wine that was originally bottled in 1865. 1863.
Yes.
1863. So it is 149 years old.
That's right.
And
So cool.
we are about, now here's the deal. During the Vine to Wine Classic,
Right.
people can get an opportunity to have a taste of this wine.
That's right. We have 40 tastes available. And we thought how cool it would be to open up, there are about 26 of these bottles in the world. And we thought how cool would it be to open it up and give everyone an opportunity that would like to go ahead and give us a $100 donation to have a little sip of history.
Yeah.
Because when are you going to really taste a 150-year-old bottle of wine?
Oh, yeah.
I know, I don't get that. Doesn't happen every day for me.
No.
Yeah.
So, and we're very excited. Jeff Jacobson is actually the one who donated the bottle of wine to us. So Jeff's got an extensive wine cellar that you guys should really see. It's pretty spectacular.
I really think I should see
Oh,
it.
you should. You know,
I mean, this is very vital to my well-being.
I've been in there, and we spend hours in there. I mean, you can't believe how much wine. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to give that away because I know Joan. You said you only have about 4 or 5 bottles, right? That's what you told your wife, didn't you? So yeah, it's a wonderful playground for us. But anyway, we're very excited, and we're going to open this up. And on the last segment that we had done when I came in,
right.
I invited you guys to open this up at the event. Well, here's the deal. You can't just open a 150-year-old bottle of wine up like
And put a straw in and start to drink.
Start going.
Yeah, yeah.
So you need like a week to open it up and let it breathe. Mm-hmm. So that's when I gave you a call and said, "Hey, can we come back and open this bad boy on the air?" So
I said, let me think about it.
yeah, I know you were very indecisive. I do remember that. So
0.001 second of thought.
yes.
That one. I want to bring Jeff into the conversation because Jeff, I think that there's a lot of people who are watching right now that are going, "Wow, are you insane?" Because you, he's going, yeah, maybe. Because you donated a 149-year-old bottle of wine to this classic, which is awesome. Thank you very much for being able to do that. Tell us about why you wanted to do that and what to expect here.
Well, Joan and I have been donating to the community since we moved up here 20 years ago. It's our pleasure to help charities who are worthy fundraise. And we thought that we'd have some fun this year. A bottle of wine with the grapes having been grown during the Gettysburg Address seemed to be a pretty spectacular bottle.
That's amazing.
And we'll see how it tastes.
That's amazing to even think about that.
Yeah, and I want to point out, so you said you're selling 40 tastes at $100 a piece.
That's right.
Give our audience an idea of where that money goes and how it helps our community.
Well, I tell you, that's a great question. I mean, Circle of Hope, we provide financial, emotional, and educational assistance to individuals that are diagnosed with breast cancer in the Santa Cruz Valley. We also provide information for them for support groups, and we are a support group for them. And we also provide insurance payments for their premiums. So if somebody is diagnosed with breast cancer and they're out of a job and they're paying their COBRA payment, we actually pick up the premium on their COBRA payment and we start paying that and taking care of their medical bills for their treatment. So again, it's
So
something
amazing.
that people don't really realize the things that we do. And while we have fun with all of this stuff, the best part of my job is watching somebody walk in that feels as though they don't have any sort of way out and they've gone every direction. And for us to be able to say, "Hey, we can help you," I tell you what, it's just amazing. And so I'm very blessed to get up every day and do these types of things. However, we're not funded by the state, we're not funded by the federal governments, so everything is private donation. So of course, with that comes fundraising, and you have to do that along with our private donors.
I know you were pre-selling. Are there still some spots available?
There
to
are.
this?
There are still some spots available. We have about 15. We have about 20 spots left. So we've got about half of them sold.
Okay.
And tickets are?
Tickets are $65 pre-sale, and then if you want to try to get in the day of, which it's getting busy, it's $75. So you got to take your chances. So the best thing to do is try to get in before.
And the cool thing about your ticket is it gets you a chance to taste all of these different wines.
Hundreds of different wines.
Jeff, you were talking about it. There's 40 wineries, did you?
45 wine tables.
45 wine tables.
And there are hundreds of different wines from maybe 100 different wineries.
Right.
And 6 of us also donate and pour our wines from our wine cellars, rare wines that are highly desirable.
Sure.
And that's all included in the one price. And we have gourmet food. I'm sorry.
Well, no, but I mean, I was just going to go off of what you were saying. That's an amazing thing. For $65, you're not going to get that anywhere else. And the best part about it is it goes towards Circle of Hope.
Absolutely. And here's the other thing, is that it's inside. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be 105 out there on Saturday. So just to let everybody know, this is an indoor event, and it's going to be beautifully air conditioned, and it'll be a nice.
And it'd be a
nice
great date night.
Oh, it would
Great
be.
date. I'm bringing my Aunt Polly.
Are you?
Yeah, she's my date for the night.
Oh, very
yeah,
cool.
Isn't that fun?
Very
I know,
cool.
we're gonna go have fun. But and then to get a taste of the wine from 1863, it's $100. Best $100 you could ever spend, because that $100 will go so far within our community.
absolutely.
So I highly suggest it. So let's get right into it. Let's
Yes.
get
All
right-
right.
Yeah, so
I'm afraid.
Jeff.
I'm afraid to touch it.
I am.
Jeff's going to start.
I'd be licking it off the ground.
Yeah. We'll let the master.
And you know what we were talking about, and again, this is all new to me. I've never been around a 150-year-old bottle of wine. But what Jeff and I thought is that he was saying that usually when he decants wine, that you really probably need to taste it. Is that right, Jeff?
You always have to
You
taste.
always have to do that. So we actually. We actually are gonna all have a little sip.
Did you just see
So,
what just happened
yeah.
here? We
So-
both looked at each other like, holy cow, this is Christmas and birthday all wrapped together in one.
Can you smell this? The aroma is amazing. It's from here. It's just, wow. So I thought, I never pour a wine without tasting it. This is not one of the 40, is it? Uh-oh.
No, this is oh my goodness.
Oh wow, the color is like completely.
Well, this
different
has
than
been
what I
in
thought.
cask until 6 years ago. This particular house, Madeira house, keeps them in barrels until they bottle those that they think they want to sell.
Sure.
Yeah, and because of this type of wine, it matures and continues to mature for hundreds of years. And I was told by the store where I bought it recently, it's just coming into its own. I wanted to buy one that was only 100 years old to donate, and they said, it's not ready yet.
Wow.
Think of something older. So we thought, Gettysburg Address.
That just blows me away to think about that.
I heard Abe Lincoln might make
My
an
hands are
appearance.
shaking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That does.
Oh wow.
Who wants the first taste?
It almost smells like a
think
cognac or a
yeah,
brandy.
it's- bourbon.
It is. It's
brandy.
almost like that. Here,
I think
ladies first.
Ladies
Tami
first,
needs to,
absolutely.
It is. Are we doing the Catholic method? We're all going to drink out of the same wine?
We are.
That's right.
Because I'm a good old Catholic girl. Oh wow. And it tastes totally different than it smells.
Really?
Very
Well, that-
acidic, probably.
Sweet.
Smooth. It's sweet wine. It's a sweet dessert wine.
Sweet.
But that makes sense though, doesn't it?
Wow.
Jeff, I mean, there's a lot of times when you smell the bouquet from the wine, but when you taste it, it has a completely different effect on the taste
Absolutely.
buds, right?
Absolutely.
Well, and I think
And
it's
it's
going to taste a little different, on Saturday night as well.
Oh, definitely.
Because it's
Smoother.
going to actually give it's going to open itself up. And so that's
So many different flavors in there. Now I'm getting almost like a smoke.
Yep. It's going to just keep
Yeah.
building. That's
Wow.
why 40 tastes in one bottle. There's plenty of wine for more than 40 tastes after you. I've smelled it. I think it's.
You know where I went. I marked
I
it.
know, I like that. I saw Dave's lipstick over there.
That is just
That,
wild.
but again, I'm going to go off of what you were saying. It is so much fruitier. Look, I thought you were chugging the whole thing there. Gosh. Because the bouquet of it, like you're saying, it smelled like a brandy.
Ooh, it
but then the
is.
taste is so completely different from the smell of it.
Well, the history of Madeira is a phenomenal history. It was an accidental wine, which was discovered back in colonial American days. The favorite wine of colonial America was port and Madeira. And the shippers from the island of Madeira off of Portugal would send these clipper ships through the horse latitudes where the ships would just stop for months and they would roast, literally. And finally, a wind would come up and everything on board ship would just get hot and wines would spoil. But these dessert wines are fortified with brandy and therefore they didn't spoil. One barrel came back by accident, wasn't offloaded in America, came back to Madeira, and the people there thought, it's going to be ruined. And they tasted it, tasted like this, but it was a bit younger, and they thought, whoa. That's how Madeira, which was originally expected just to be a port, was born.
Wow.
Pardon me, I need to taste this.
You need to taste that.
Ooh, it's still
Yeah.
it's still going.
Yeah,
It's still
I can
working.
still taste it. Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, and to taste a piece of history like that, that's just, and this is so cool, you guys.
So
I can't
please,
believe-
$100 to a phenomenal cause. You too can taste this.
I mean, let me say one thing too. $100. No, please. $100.
You're working on 200, Dave.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm doing the calculations.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right.
let's
Have
see.
another sip, Dave.
Car payment, no more this month. $100 to be able to taste the history, and then forever to be able to say you drank from grapes that, as you have said frequently here, Jeff, grapes that were grown when the Gettysburg Address was being delivered. I mean that.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So it really is. You're kind of tasting a sip of history.
You really are.
I mean, you know.
You really are. So the event is Vine to Wine Classic. It is going to be this Saturday.
Right.
Tell us where again.
It's going to be at the Activity Center, Santa Cruz Activity Center.
Yep.
From 6 in the evening, 6:30 it starts, and it goes till 10 o'clock. And I guarantee you, it's like no other wine event that you will be at. As Jeff said, the library wines alone, some of their library wines that they're pouring are, if you've never had, $500, $600, $700, $800, $900 bottles of wine to try and different things, one of a kind type things. This is the place to be. It's going to be great, and we want everyone to come out and.
And right here, you can see it. That's 149 years of history in this bottle right here, in that decanter. Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you. And we look forward to having you guys
We're going to
participate.
be there. Absolutely.
All right.
We will absolutely be
Okay.
there.
Thank you.
When we come back, final score, the Sandwich Shop of Champions, the greatest place. I mean,
Greatest place.
I'm so excited about this, so make sure to keep it here.